Hello and welcome to Chasing the Finish podcast, episode 34. My name is Mike. I am your host, and as always, I'm joined by Ben and Jake. Let's come to you first, Ben. How's things, mate? You all good? Seen a lot of you this weekend, but other than that, you all good?
Yeah, maybe too much, some would say. But no, it's always a pleasure seeing you, mate. Honestly, I'm very well. Yeah, coming off the back of a very busy weekend. I've had the day off today, so I'm a little bit of recovery. But yeah, I'm all right. How about yourself?
Good stuff. Yeah, I'm a bit battered and bruised, to be honest. I think it was yesterday when I got back. I was very sort of achy. Not yesterday, sorry. I thought today was Monday for some reason. Yesterday, Monday, because we're recording on Tuesday, I was very achy, a lot of stretching having to be done, and my Achilles took a bit of a battering, but we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, other than that, I'm all good. Jake, how's things with yourself? We didn't unfortunately see you at the weekend, but is all well with yourself? Keeping busy with the house, I assume.
Yeah, it's just when I'm just when I'm at the moment. Like, we've done all the free stuff, which I've been told by the missus. Now it's, I suppose, crunch time. So other than that, yeah, sound. Bit annoyed with my run yesterday. Pissed me right off. Right, yeah.
You managed to get out. Tell us about it. What's annoyed you about it?
It's like, because I for some reason I thought it was the third yesterday. So I mapped out a route for 3K03. And then I was on my way home, and Tam was like, "It's the second, so you'll be running too much now." I was like, "Oh, yeah." And then I mapped it out. Took my phone out of my pocket, and it was on 2.01. I've unlocked my phone, and then as I've gone on to Strava, it's gone 2.04. I'm like, "You're having me on here, ain't you?" So because I made the bingo card, I'm letting myself off. So.
Well, you had a similar encounter, didn't you, Ben? Didn't you say it come up on Strava, but then when you saved it, it actually reverted back to what it was meant to be?
It was on my watch. So obviously I was kind of doing a lap of my house, kind of like, trying to get it up to that magical 10K. And I was literally watching it the whole way, making sure my screen didn't go off and everything. And as it went 10, I was like, yeah, got it. Absolutely perfect. It then was scrolling through and it said 10.01. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. So luckily I put it through on Strava and it come up as 10. So I was like, close call. But yeah, very close encounter to a similar situation.
You should have took a leaf out of Aim's book. She's running away with the leaderboard at the moment, as we'll talk about in a bit. She went out and did the date one on the 1st of March. So I was like,
smart,
woman after my own heart. Honestly, that was brilliant. It really, really was. So yeah, it's good to see everyone continuing to tick off the bingo list. And as I say, we'll get into the leaderboard and everything about that later on in the show. But first things first, let's start with Saturday. Myself and you, Ben, were at Arrow Valley Park Run. We were there because Brooks were there. They were giving out trainers, 3 of their newest models of trainers. You were able to go online and book your size, and they had a pop-up little, well, I wouldn't say shop because I don't think they were selling them, but they had a pop-up stall, and they had their trainers there and everything. And you were able to test them for the run itself. So I went with the Glycerine Maxes, I think, Max 2s. I don't know if they were Max 2s. You went with the Flex.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the vlog, obviously we give sort of a score system out of 10, and yours was sort of middle of the road. Mine, I went with a 6, and I thought maybe I'm being a bit harsh because it did get me a course PB. But I think looking back now, they're definitely ones that I would need to break in, because the reason I've got the Glycerine GTS at the moment, they're designed for extra support and the cushioning, and I need that because of my Achilles. And I can definitely tell after running in them. That's why my legs felt so heavy on Sunday when I was sort of plodding around Babs Mill. And then they felt even sorer on the Monday because of the lack of support, or there wasn't as much support as Glycerin 22s. Having sort of had a bit more time to sort of think about it and sort of look back on it, what was your reaction on the shoe itself? And will you be delving into the world of Brooks anytime soon?
I very much doubt it, to be honest. Yeah, as I said, I'm not really in need of a shoe like that at the minute. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, well, we were trying to figure out, weren't we? Because the whole idea, the whole thing, in terms of showing up and trying these shoes on and then giving them back, and how does the process work? We didn't actually ask anyone because I know putting mine on and they're already like covered in mud at the bottom anyway. So I was like, well, these are definitely not new or anything like that. So Mike, yours could have been broken into. You don't know, But yeah, I wasn't really a fan. I mean, I didn't really get to test them, but
no, of course.
Yeah, as I say, I kind of compared them to being more of like obviously they're supposed to be a daily trainer, but I think more. I'd walk in them if anything. If I was going for a walk around the block or something, that'd probably be more suited to what I'd go for. But no, not really for me. I mean, I don't know how you feel. I mean, yours was quite a heavy shoe though, wasn't it?
It was. Well, when I initially put it on, it's that old cliche. You sort of feel like you're walking on clouds, but genuinely, like when we were walking to the start line and everything, I thought, oh, I could be onto a winner here. And I'm in the market for another shoe to go alongside my Glycerin. So I was like, if these are good, then happy days, get them in, and that can be my secondary shoe. But yeah, it just wasn't. As soon as I started running, I could definitely tell that they were a bit more heavier. The platform on them, by the way, I almost felt like Peter Crouch at one point because, the platform was massive on them. But yeah, it's very hard to say because I don't want to sit here and slag Brooks off because the trainers that I do have are wonderful and I really would be lost without them. But at the same time, they weren't the shoe for me. And like I say, my Achilles sort of paid the price, and my legs overall generally felt heavier come Sunday when we were running together. So, yeah, not for me. And like you say, it'll be interesting to see. I would imagine, if you were to go into a running shop and they have a trainer that you can try on in the back somewhere, that's surely got to be the vibe for those trainers.
Yeah, but considering how muddy it was, like some of them shoes are going to be wrecked, especially the finishing funnel. I mean, that was ridiculous. Literally like a mud bath. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, mine were covered in mud before we even started. I don't know what I tried in, but I said to you, bloody hell, like, absolutely covered. But yeah, as I said on the video, great opportunity to test them and have do something like that. We haven't done it before, so hopefully, I'd like to see more brands get involved and do the same thing. But
yeah, I'd be all over that. And if you're aware of any brands that do that, and it's not just Brooks, let us know. Tag us in like a post on Facebook or Instagram, because I'd be all over that. And I've only ever had 2 pairs of proper running trainers, and that's my Nikes that I got off Vinted when I first sort of got back into it at the start of last year, which are now my work shoe and are going to be thrown away come Saturday. And the Brooks that I've got now. So, I am open to trying others. I've tried the Pumas DV8 Pros, I think they were too narrow for me. So I've had to steer clear away from them. Because I've got wider feet, I do need that sort of wider fit. So, yeah, if anyone knows of any other brands that might tour park run, then please do keep us in your thoughts with that, because we'd be very intrigued to know. One thing I will say is I found very interesting. I think I heard this. Did I hear this on Marmcast? Because Andy's one of the on the core team at Arrow Valley. I think they said that they booked out more trainers at Arrow Valley than they did at Bushy Park Run when they went there, which is absolutely mental. So, yeah, a good day overall. I certainly at times didn't feel like I was going to get there. So close to a park run time of sub 40. My Strava says I come in at sub 40, which is great, but the aim was for myself 42:17 to beat, and my park run time was 40 minutes and 47 seconds. So we'll absolutely take that. And again, couldn't have done it without your help. But one thing I am reminded of from that park, there were a lot of demons in my head about the last time I was there for the Redditch 10K, because that was just that was one of the worst experiences I've had running. So the fact that I went there with the mindset that I did and was able to stay positive throughout was good. But one thing that I was very quickly reminded of was how far into the run it takes to open up. That it was mental at times, wasn't it, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, right from the off. I mean, added the fact that obviously it was very muddy, so nobody wanted to go on the grass. Everyone was in that, on the path, and yeah, it was very, very slow for like the first K and a half. Once we opened up, we could, immediately you could just see the difference in Mike Jake. Honestly, like he just started to like loosen the legs up, and that's where we started to gain a bit of time back. But just we were saying, it just makes you wonder. Like you 100% would have come in sub 40 if there was a more freer start, without a doubt.
I think as well.
Oh, sorry, go on.
No, you've done Arrow Valley, haven't you, Jake? I think you did it with us, and the start where it's a nightmare. It's a bit of a free for all. You've got people on the path, people on the grass, haven't you? We literally started right at the back.
Yeah, it's got to be one of what, especially if it was as muddy as you both said and how it looked from when I watched the video. Like people are running on the grass trying to overtake. All it takes is one wet patch and you're also over tip, ain't you? Like so, but like you said, and I watched the vlog obviously, and you said you've only been there. I'm sure you've done it twice, Ben.
Yeah, it's that time was my second. I'm sure it was.
No, that was your third.
Let me check. I've got to check.
Because you've done it with me. I swear Mike didn't even come there once.
No, that's correct. The first time we did it, we took 8 of us. There was this is going to be a laugh. Me trying to remember this while recording. There was us 3, Josh Brown, Ben Stevens, Blue, Chris, and there was one of our. I don't even think it was Farmer.
It wasn't Cam, was it?
No, I don't think Cam joined us for that one. I'll have to try and find the picture, but we've definitely done Arrow Valley.
So I've just checked. I've only been there twice. The 7th of June, 7th of June, and 28th of Feb.
You kind of. I swear I've done it. Like if I'd have come with you, I'd have done it. That would have been my third time because I've done it. With loads
I think you went with Chris, Jake.
Yeah, he did. I didn't go the first time. I went the second time. When you went back, which was June when me and Mike come, because I got 17 minutes 57 the first time, and then 40 minutes 56 the second. It's going downhill for me.
Yeah, Arrow Valley twice.
I'm regressing. I mean, this is probably not interesting to anyone listening.
I was going to say, yeah, sorry if you've wasted anyone's time there, but we got there. We got there in the end. But yes,
I didn't think it would have wound me up. So I'd have just shut my laptop down. To be fair, if I didn't figure it out.
Well, we'll definitely. Well, I don't know if we'll go again. Maybe we will have to go again if we get a big group of us. But yeah, if we do go again, we won't be starting at the back. That's for certain. And then jumping into Sunday, Ben. Last thing I will say on Arrow Valley, it was great to see the guys from Centurion Running Club. They were touring that week and just so happened to be going to Arrow Valley. I think we sort of knew they would, though, because Simon was the one that alerted us about Brooks going to Arrow Valley. So whether he knew and was like, right, we're going to rock up as a running club. But it really surprised me quite how many of them turned up. Like I just thought it'd be Simon and a few others. Shame not to see Gav there, to be honest. I didn't actually get to speak to Gav on Sunday about why he wasn't there. Maybe you did, but yeah, there was a lot of Centurion runners. Got to meet and speak to Dean for the first time. Great bloke. Chatted to him at the end, and it was his first time at Arrow Valley as well. And he was saying how crazy busy it was and how it was quite tight to sort of navigate. So, yeah, really good to see them lot. And got cheered on by a few of them as well, coming up to the finish line, which is always nice.
It did.
And then we saw them all again on Sunday because we were there at the Centurion Running Club. I say it all the time. I'm not going to guess what race number it was, but it was our last one because the next one falls on a particular date where there's an event, which we're going to talk about next. So we can't make that one, but we did make this one. And as soon as we turned up, saw Simon again. You went off on a little sort of warm-up as you do, and you're stretching and whatnot. And Simon come over to the car and he says, "Oh, you're not going to like this." And I was like, "Right, what are you about to tell me?" And he says, "We've had to change the course because of the flooding." And I was like, Now, initially, I actually thought he meant that we'd have to do that up and down little hill section. So I was like, "Oh, right, okay." He was like, "Instead, it's 4 laps anti-clockwise of the lake." And I was like, "Right, okay." Anything with 3 laps, I find a struggle sometimes. So the fact that we had to do 4 laps of it really did play on my mind a little bit. And I'll touch upon how I felt very quickly because you did very well again and also won something. So you can talk about that. But yeah, just so chalk and cheese. And like we say time and time again on this podcast, running is a cruel mistress. It really is, because one day you feel on top of the world with it and the next you can feel so far down. It's unbelievable. And I think I was coming round just starting my 3rd lap and my head was truly gone. And, it's such a shame considering how Saturday went and how well it went and how on top of everything I felt, to feel quite the opposite. Yes, you have to factor in that I did, put it all out there on the Saturday to make sure I beat my course PB and in different trainers. So that's going to affect things as well. But yeah, I just felt so sluggish. It felt like I'd bench pressed 100 kg on my legs all day on Saturday. And that's what I was running on Sunday. Barely any energy, very stop-start. Some of the course was a bit muddy and there were quite big puddles, but not enough for me to sit here and say that's what slowed me down. But then miraculously again, I know they changed the course a little bit. I ended up coming through quicker than I wanted to. I said to you at the start, because it's the last one, I obviously wanted to bow out on a high note and get lower than 110, which is what my last 2 ones have been, and I did just that. So we'll await official results for that. But yeah, really, really weird run and just did not feel up for it at all. And as I said in the vlog, a massive, massive thank you and a massive, massive shout out again to Simon, because even though he says that he didn't, he absolutely did save me on Sunday. I was looking out for you, Ben, to give the camera back to because the camera had died.
God.
And I was like, I'm sick of holding this. My head's on its arse. I'm fed up. I thought, I'll see Ben, pass him the camera, and then I can go and sulk for another lap. And then I thought maybe on the off chance, Ben will be like, "Do you know what? I'll come with you." And you were nowhere to be seen. I think you were getting changed back at the car. And Simon was like, "Right, come on." And we went round on the last lap and much better. Like it wasn't even anything profound. We were just chatting about events, chatting about this, chatting about that. And it just took my mind away from that negative, dark place where it tends to go on most runs of mine. So yeah, happy with the result in the end and a good running weekend for myself. But for yourself, Ben, at Centurion Running Club, so what sort of time did you clock through? on Sunday?
Yeah, it's got to be around 32 because I think a couple of people are coming up a little bit long, which is going to be understandable when they've had to change the course sort of last minute. I tried to have a look I was trying to look as I heard my watch go off and I was trying to have a quick look, but I was in I'd been in a kind of a battle with First Lady the whole way round. I was in a bit of a predicament really because I could have done something really like scummy and I didn't want to, but she sort of I'd gone round a lap and then I could hear her behind me and she overtook me and I stayed with her for literally the whole race and was coming down the last stretch and I had a little bit left and I thought I could quite easily have her here. Like, do you know what I mean? Because it's that, isn't it? She's been almost dragged me along the whole way and I've been like, right, she's pacing me quite well. And I just thought, no, I can't. That's so scummy. Wait until the last, literally as you come over the bridge. I thought I could literally. So I backed off, give her a clap, and sort of went like that. But I'm not being like, oh, have a go, hero. That was me. Do you know what I mean? But it was more of a predicament, and I wanted to ask you. You had a lot going on, but I was going to ask you at the time, like, what would you have done in this situation? But I know it's a race, but I was literally behind her the whole race.
I think you hit the nail on the head there. It's a race. If it was park run, I'd have understood that. I know we've said on this pod before, I think Jake joked about it once, how, if he's sort of neck and neck with someone coming up to the finish line, what are you doing, Jake?
I'm fucking bombing it. Sorry.
There you go. There you go. But I would have, park run, I'm not too bothered, but a race, I know, I totally get what you're saying, Ben. It's almost like she's done the hard sort of yards and you're sort of clinging onto her pace and then you're saying, whoop, see you later, I'm doing you on the last bit. Someone did that to me at park run, so...
Yeah, I know. Maybe it's because it was a woman as well and it was First Lady. It was a bit more like she's fucking smashed it here. Do you know what I mean? Like, fair play. If it was
what would you have done, Jake? I can see Jake's face here. I know how he's thinking.
If it come to it and you got it, the last bit of energy in the tank, who cares? You ain't going to see her at the next one because you ain't going. So
yeah, true. But this is it. I ran with her pretty much the last race we did as well. But she overtook me and I couldn't hold on. She was probably about 30 seconds ahead of me, whereas obviously this time she was literally maybe 5 seconds.
Sorry, did you say in the last race she overtook you?
Yeah, it was like carbon copy. Do you know what I mean?
You're worse than me, you are, Ben.
I know, yeah, but I know I would have come off really bad with that, especially in front of everyone as well. Everyone was stood there going, cheering her on. Yeah, but cheering her on as like First Lady. As we was running past people going, well done, First Lady, keep going. I didn't get nothing, So I'm like, I don't know. There's just I feel like if you two were in that situation, you might be a bit different. Sitting there now, you could be like, oh yeah, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but imagine if you was in front of her. If you was in front of Ben, they might have been cheering you on.
Nah, well, it's just.
I don't want to see this nice guy. Like it's all fake, guys. He's a lie. He's horrible behind the scenes.
I'm not. I think my stance on it before you told me it was a carbon copy in the last one and she overtook you.
No. She didn't overtake me like at the end. I'm saying like as we was going round, it was like like first or second lap, she overtook me and I stayed with her, but I couldn't keep up. Whereas this time I did, and I had a little bit more because she was starting to flag a bit. But because she was flagging, I was just staying with her. So I'd managed to get a bit more back, but I was contemplating the whole stretch, that final stretch. I was like, do I do it? Do I not? At what point should I do it? If I do it,
was she older?
I mean,
was she older than you? Would you say?
I don't know. Probably about the same age, maybe. But
she's there with all her mates on her podcast saying, "I'll burn this kid. What a waste!"
She's a runner at Sphinx. So I was speaking to Gav's missus after, and she was saying that the other week at cross country, she she was running, her shoe had come off, and she literally just picked up a shoe and carried on running and finished the race holding her shoe, like during cross country as well. So, yeah, I mean, obviously I found this out after, but I don't know, man. I just felt weird about it. Maybe next time. Maybe I need a bit more grit. Maybe that's my problem. Do you know what I mean? Being more ruthless, but you know,
you're usually ruthless with me and Mike, so
yeah.
I suppose you two deserve it.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Also, I just want to give a shout out to Gab's daughter as well, because she also picked me some flowers, and he said I'd chuck them in the bin, and I didn't. They're upstairs. I haven't got them on me, but I've still got them. All right.
They're in the bin, and he's horrible.
He's horrible.
So probably would have put them in the bin.
Keeping all that good guy image. You know what I mean?
That's all it is, an image. It's a shame, really, that because Sphinx, it almost presented a perfect opportunity for payback if you were thinking, did I do the right thing or not? Because Sphinx have announced they're doing a summer 5, and it's 5 miles at the War Memorial Park, but it's it's midweek. It's the 3rd of June on a Wednesday, so that's annoying because you could have got your payback there. If it wasn't midweek, I'd have come down for that. So I'm a bit gutted about that, to be honest. But not only did you have a good time, by the way, I forgot to ask you this, completely forgot to ask on the day and in the vlog. That time you got out of the 3, is that the quickest?
I think so, yeah. But I think it's just quicker than the first one.
Okay.
But I say we won't know. I could be completely wrong. But going off my watch, I come in at about 32:30, and I'm thinking, I was about, I don't even know, maybe 150 meters from the end. So I'm trying to work out 150 meters how quick I don't know.
How much is that? 8K then?
8.05.
It's actually crazy. It takes me it did 32 odd to do 5K, and you've burnt another 3.5K or whatever it is.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like, you know, my best time at Lincoln, I've done the 10K in 36:50. I know. No, but it's mad, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, I've just had a look, and the results aren't up yet, but I wouldn't expect them to be because it was only on Sunday. So I'll keep looking for the results, and when we find them, I'm sure we'll pop them on Instagram or something. But again, just want to sort of say again a massive, massive thank you to the guys over at Centurion Running Club. They have been so accommodating, and I've said this time and time again, you have a perception in your head about running clubs. I think a lot of them, they like to give off the tag. It's the same tagline of, we're inclusive and everything else. And you almost wonder how far you could maybe stretch that and push it to its limit. But they have been honestly so welcoming. And a lot of them listen/watch us now, which is brilliant. So if you're one of those and you're watching now, thank you so much. Big shout out to Gav as well, because I think he's originally put the word out in the group chat to him about it. So huge thank you to Gav. And they're just all around great people. You know, it was on the last Centurion run. You, Ben, and Gav and Simon joined me for the last lap. You know, absolutely magnificent. I think I said this on a previous maybe finish line thoughts when we did one of the other Grand Prix races, that because it's associated with a running club and it's a race and it's governed by England Athletics and everything else, you almost think, right, you know, forget what parkrun's like, because that's like, you know, community spirit. Well, community spirit's the wrong word to use. That's like anyone going at their own pace sort of thing. And yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not very good at elaborating here, but I almost thought that the running club one would be like mega serious. There's going to be some serious runners there. I accepted that I was going to be last on some of these, which I have been last on these last 2. The first one I wasn't, but that was only because a chap got injured. And I thought, right, that's okay because I'm amongst club runners. But every single one of them have been so accommodating. And I even said, I think it was the first Grand Prix race we did, I was like almost apologising to the volunteers because I felt like I was wasting their time, and they just wanted to pack up and get home, and they were having to wait for me. But like they didn't once give off that impression that they were, and like so supportive. Other runners, you know, they might be absolutely bombing it past you, but they'll still find the time to say thank you, or they'll still find the time to say well done. And everyone's just great. You know, it doesn't matter whether they've finished it in a stupid time like 30 minutes or whether they've just finished in front of you. They're going to treat you exactly the same. So, yeah, it's massively opened my eyes to that sort of thing. And we will 100% be back next year. We were speaking to a few of them in the clubhouse afterwards, and I want to do all 5 next year if I can. I'm going to make sure that I'm around for all 5. We're in the clubhouse, though, Ben, because you didn't know this at the time, but you were picking up a prize of yours. Do you want to tell the viewers and the listeners what it was that you won?
Yeah, so I don't know exactly how it works. Someone's trying to explain. Well, I say did explain to me. I'm just stupid and probably wasn't listening properly. I heard cash prize and was like, oh, okay. Yeah, he sort of said how they do it is, I think each different week they do different age categories, and it's whoever comes first, second, third behind first, second, third gets a prize. He did say I think in every other race I'd finished first in my age category, but obviously it not being the week that they were doing my age cat, that obviously I don't get anything. So typically, this week it was my age category, and Spa Striders show up. And what was it, Mike? They used that race as
it was their championship race because Ben Stevens was telling us about it, and so was Simon as well.
Yeah, so they were using it as that. So obviously you had a few more of them show up, and yeah, there was a bloke who basically was quicker than me, and yeah, I ended up coming second in my age cap, but nevertheless, I absolutely take it. So I come away with a little £10 prize, and yeah, no, it's first career earnings. I'll absolutely take that. And, hopefully, there's many more. This is the only reason I'm coming back next year. Hopefully, I'll go for first. Nah, it's a nice little incentive. Incentive, isn't it? And fair play to them for doing something like that. So yeah, can't argue. And yeah, nice little payday.
So. Yeah. Happy days. No, well, it was thoroughly deserved. Simon was trying to tell me, he was trying to sort of gesticulate to me that he was pointing at you, and he was like, and I was speaking to Peter at the time, Peter Thomas, and he was handing me the raffle ticket, and I was like, what's Simon trying to say here? I thought he was trying to tell me something about Pete while he was speaking to me, and then it clocked the second time he did it, and I was like, I thought he was telling me that you'd finished second overall. And no offense.
I wish.
Really? But yeah, no, well done, mate. It's like I say though, without sounding like a broken record, I have absolutely loved every minute of it. So hopefully we can see more of them, because obviously that won't start again till next year. Hopefully we can see more of them sort of out and about at parkrun. So,
and Jake Ramsey needs to get involved.
Jake Ramsey coming to the Centurion Grand Prix next year as well.
Yeah, I'm gutted I missed out, to be fair.
It's good fun, man.
Yeah. I don't think I've actually met them all properly either, no. So it'd be nice to meet them.
It sounds like there weren't many of them at Babs Mill the other week when you three went with your dad.
Yeah. But you speak highly about all of them, so it'd be nice to meet them all. So.
To be fair, that, and there's always drama when it comes to Babs Mill as well, because obviously me and Mike almost got involved in some sort of crime going on.
Yeah, we got the police on the quad bikes.
Oh God, yeah. Mike is absolutely in his element. I've never seen it. He's more excited about that than he is about the pod. So
he's like a kid at Christmas, wasn't he? Oh my God, you're wrong.
I saw these dirt bikes come through, and I was like, "Oh, maybe this is who they're after." And then I saw the police reflective tape sort of thing on it. And I thought, hang on, are they police? And I was gutted. You know what? I know this is bad to say. I don't know what they were chasing after. They could have been, anything could have happened. So it might not be my place to say this, but I was gutted we didn't see a live police chase in the park, because it's got good numbers, that little snippet has on YouTube as it is. So imagine we actually saw the perpetrator get nicked.
Oh, God.
We'd have had it, that footage would have been Birmingham Mail. They would have bloody answered their emails. I've been trying to email them about the bloody treadmill run. They don't want to know us. But if we had the footage of the bloke getting nicked in Babs Mill Park, there'd have been, yes, sir, please, sir, 3 bags full, sir. I bet you bottom dollar they would have been. So, yeah, never mind. I'm not bitter about it anyway, so you can tell, can't you? But, yes, a very, very good weekend. And, I still aching a little bit. I was thinking about going for a run tonight, but by the time I got back from work, it didn't work out that way. So the plan is to hopefully test out the legs tomorrow and tick off a couple more off the bingo list. But technically the next event is the treadmill run, but I'll talk about that at the end. The next event, 10K event that us three are doing, it's official now, because you two have booked the Wolverhampton 10K. So, Jake, we'll come to you first, because you mentioned this. Obviously, myself and Ben did this last year, but you mentioned about wanting to do this earlier in the year, and now you finally booked it. How are you feeling, first and foremost? And have you got any goals for it, considering this will only be your 3rd 10K event?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. To be fair, when I booked it, I weren't in a great space booking it after just getting beat 2-0 by the Wolves. So when I done it, I was like, I don't even know if I want to book it now. But I have to relive that again. But no, after how highly you two spoke about it, I was like, it's not far, is it, from us either? So yeah, I am looking forward to it. And it's another one back in. Like, ain't done nothing since Napton. So it'd be nice to get the ball rolling a bit more with them. So,
well, I was going to say, is this one more of a sort of dipping your toes back in the water sort of thing, or are you sort of looking at this and thinking, right, this was my last 10K time, I want to come in around here or here, because you've sort of openly said on this podcast that you have struggled sort of getting back into it, especially with all the stuff going on with the house. Finding time to go on a run after sort of doing bits around the house all day is very tiring, and it's hard to find. So is that what you're thinking? Are you just thinking, right, let's just get it in my legs again and then build up to another event? Or tell me, you might be different. You might be thinking, no, I'm going for this sort of time.
I think really, I don't know. I think I'm torn. I think one, I'd like to try and beat my PB, but I think that seems like a bit of a distance away now because I haven't been as consistent, like you said. And I think too, I'm hoping it gives me the buzz back. So like once, like obviously, I know I've done the Solid 5, and then obviously I booked Worcester, and after that I was like, yeah, right, I've got a buzz for it now, and I enjoyed Worcester. And obviously Napton, it's just been since, obviously I know we've done that Pickled Goose, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. But it's now finding, right, I need to start building my medals up because I can't seem to find half of them, which is a shame. I've just, there's one on over, I could see one, and that's the Worcester one. And I don't know where the Solihull one is, and I ain't got a clue where Napton is. Just with all the stuff in moving and sorting box out, they're all over the gaff. So, yeah, I should probably have a look for them. I think they're upstairs. But
the Naptons one's in the garden waste. So that is.
Probably went to the tip
in the green bin.
But no, I think it's a bit of everything, and then hopefully we're doing this, and then hopefully get the buzz back because it's the week after the treadmill, isn't it? So,
yeah.
Oh bloody hell! Yeah, it is. Just looking at the calendar now. Christ.
But, yeah, and then I'm hoping at some point to book the Black Country half. So I think I'm committing and just getting that done, because I think once that's in, you've just got something to build up to, ain't you? So, and the most I've ran is 15k, and that nearly killed me. So
2026 is going to be the year of your first half marathon. Is that what you're telling me, Jake?
Yeah, I'd love to say that I'd hit. I'd love to say I'm going to try and do it in, I don't know, 2.5 hours, but I think I'm being.
Well, I think you're being a bit hard on yourself there, Jake, because you were going to say, I think you're being optimistic, but my best half marathon time, I started on the hardest possible one you could, and I got, over 3.5 hours. Then I managed to cut it down to 3:17 at Lincoln, and, that wasn't flat, so it wasn't as hilly as Solihull. So I would imagine that my half marathon time, if it was on just a flat course, would be around the 3-hour mark. So bearing in mind with that, if you get back into the groove of your running, 2.5, in my eyes, for you, I'm sure Ben will agree, is more than doable, I think, for the half marathon. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, I think he'll probably come in about 2:15, 2:20.
That'll be perfect. But look, I've done that 15k. I know I rolled my ankle, and it was like my first big run, and it was whatever. And I think it was like 2:20. I did struggle, but like I haven't done anything since that of that distance. So hopefully, when the weather breaks a bit more on like a Sunday, just get up early and just go and just see what I can get in a locker.
The thing is, it's always different with an event as well. You'll get carried along at some points, and obviously with the crowds and stuff. So I think you'd be absolutely fine. Although Black Country half, there's not many crowds, so you probably will be on your own a lot. So that might be a different test. So whether you can compare it to a proper half, like an event half, I don't know. So I wouldn't be too,
I'm looking forward to it. I think it'd be nice just to go via the canals. I know obviously you weren't after you'd done the one from Solihull to Birmingham, but that'll be, I think, the big test, how I deal with. So I'm not usually, don't really get into my own head anymore. I kind of just try and stay positive, but for that distance and for that time, that'll be a real test. But
happy days. Well, Ben, it'll be your second time. Well, our second time. What are your aims for this?
Well, I think I completely exceeded expectations last time. It was when I was really starting to hit my stride. I mean, going into last year, it was literally, right, can I get sub 40? So I was like, okay, let's try and do this. And to be fair, absolutely blitzed it. I got 38:20. So I think it was the week after then we had Lincoln, didn't we?
It was either Cov or Lincoln, yeah.
Was it? It was one or the other, and I think
we had 3 in 4 weeks. It was busy.
Yeah, I think I beat it again after that. So, I was really starting to hit my stride and peak of where I was. Whereas this time, completely different situation. I'm trying to battle to come back to where I was. Amongst it being, I'm really not ready for the type of month we've got going, and obviously having. A Sunday just gone, and then is it next week? I've got not this coming week, the week after I've got the Wire Forest Trail half.
Do you know, I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah.
So that will be the 14th then.
Is that the date? I don't know. Is it 15th or something? No,
15th. It's Sunday. Sorry, yeah.
It's a busy couple of weeks for you, isn't it?
So I've got yeah, that's what I mean. So I've got that, then the treadmill, and then the 10k. So I'll be honest. I don't usually get worried, but I'm a little bit worried this month, just because of how unprepared I am. But do you know what? Luckily, I managed. The KT tape saved me on Sunday. I had no shin pain whatsoever while running. So I think it's just going to be a month of being strapped up and just trying to cling on to what I can. But if I can get sub 40, then I'll be very happy.
Good stuff. Good stuff. For myself, there's 2 aims I think are clear. 1 is get the same bloody medal as everyone else, and 2, as I've mentioned on here before, I've got a list on my phone of all the 10Ks I've done. So out of the 21 I've done, Wolverhampton actually come in 15th. so far on the list. So I come in at 1 hour 30 and 7 minutes, which compared to what I was sort of boshing out the back end of last year, it was nowhere near. You know, you look at that 1 hour 30, 17, and then compare it to when I did the Gainsborough 10K later on in the year in November, and I got 1:22:24. So I know they're different courses, and, you know, Wolverhampton, I'm trying to remember some of the course. Obviously, going through the football stadium, you know, that's nice. And then it's relatively downhill. I don't think there are many proper uphill segments in the Wolverhampton one from what I can remember. So the aim is clear, is to beat 1:30:07. I'd like to come in and around sort of 1:20, anywhere from 1:26 to 1:29. I would like to come in and around. Yeah, that's a goal for me. Bit like yourself, actually, Ben. When you were saying that and sort of looking at the calendar I've got on the wall here, obviously we've got the treadmill run on the 21st. Then we've got the Wolverhampton 10K, and then not long after that, so the week after is Easter, but then the week after that, I've got the Lincoln 10K, which, by the way, not to jump the gun, because I'm sure we'll talk more about this closer to the time, I found out there's a very, very small possibility, although the way that Lincoln City Football Club are playing at the moment, it's not that much of a small possibility, that Saturday before, well, on the Saturday, the 10Ks on the Sunday, Lincoln could get promoted to the Championship. And I'm hoping that's the case, and I'm hoping that there's quite a few sore heads around Lincoln, and I can really have a good go at Lincoln, because if the crowds are like they were last year, that's the one for me. That's my banker this year. I really want to try and, you know, double down on that with the time, and I really want to have a good stretch at that. So, yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. I saw an article on Twitter. One of the Lincoln fan pages put it out. I think they'd have to win 8 games in a row, but I don't think they've lost in 21 games, so it's not out of the realms of possibility. But yes, a chance for me to finish higher up the pecking order with all the sore heads in Lincoln, hopefully, anyway. So yeah, we've got that to look forward to on the 29th. That is why we can't do Centurion's Running Club Grand Prix, which is a shame. I've only got one bit of running news this week, and we're all disappointed. We're all shaking our heads. We're all questioning who makes these decisions. Who is there someone that's sitting through, and is it not a computer that's doing these ballot picks? Somebody is fudging the numbers behind the scenes. You're probably wondering what I'm talking about, but if you've not seen, Daddy Pig from Peppa Pig has got a place in the London Marathon. So for those that don't know, I think his son George is moderately deaf, from what I understand. And Daddy Pig is actually going to be taking on the London Marathon on the 26th of April. And he's going to be raising funds and awareness for the National Deaf Children's Society. So there he is in one of his runs previously. I'm not sure what event that is. Just looking in the background with that grass, could that be Kingsbury Water Park Parkrun? Maybe he went the week after us. I don't know. But there's a few people on that sort of event picture there. I reckon I've got a few of their numbers, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, Daddy Pig's got a place in the London Marathon, Ben. I didn't get one. How's he get one?
I know. Well, what can you say? I mean, well, to be fair, he probably got a charity place.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
there you go. So you're stropping about it, but yeah, I think he's got to raise $2,000 to get in. I think, innit? I think that's how much you have to raise for a charity place. So, good luck to the fella. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to sit here and throw stones in glass houses, but I think he's got a little bit to work on. You know, he's not giving himself much time, but fair play to him. Who am I to sit here and criticise him? If he thinks he can do it, fair play to him. Be looking out for him, definitely. What do you reckon, Jake? Do you reckon he's got a chance of finishing sub 6 hours?
No comment, man. Look at his legs. Got no power behind them legs, has he?
Well, that's my worry. I think some of those segments in the London Marathon, he'll not be able to lean forward. He'll not do the old lean forward technique, Ben, when you're running up a hill.
I don't know. I think he's quite lean. He's quite lean, Mike. I think he's quite lean.
Lean. Is that a little joke because he's big? Yeah.
Yeah.
Lean back maker. Very good. But yeah, fair play to him. Good luck, Daddy Pig. We're all rooting for you. I'd drop in a link for the. I don't even know if it's. I know it's not real because he's a cartoon, but I imagine some bloke will.
What do you mean?
Have to be. Well, sorry, I've just thought we've got people of a certain age demographic that watch this, haven't we? I found out after Sunday, so he is real. I do apologise. So yeah, good luck to him.
Any other figures that you want to claim are not real, or are you stopping at that?
What figures?
Well, historical figures or mythical figures. Anything you want to.
Well, no, everyone else is real. Do you know what though? Do you know what surprises me? Daddy Pig's got in. Do you know who's never once ran the London Marathon? And I think he's screaming out for Santa Claus. Huh? You're telling me he don't have the time? I had
no idea he was going to say then. The names that are floating around in my head, it's not okay.
Yeah, he probably has, Mike, to be honest.
Yeah, but if you think about it, it makes sense for him to do so because, 10 months of the year? He's not doing sod all, is he?
Nice.
So he's got time to train. He's got time to...
Doesn't he hibernate? Something like that.
Hibernate? How much sleep does a man need for 2 months' work?
Well, he's up. Yeah, but come on, look how long he's up. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, if Daddy Pig's got an entry, maybe the organisers of the London Marathon need to have a look next year at giving Father Christmas an entry. So I'm
Easter Bunny in as well.
Easter Bunny, yeah. Well, I don't know. He's busy at that time, isn't he? He's got Easter the week before, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, so Easter's the first weekend of the month in April. That only gives him 2 weekends after before he'd have to run the marathon. So that might be a bit of a big ask.
It's no excuse. It's no excuse.
Well,
we've all got busy months.
Yeah, but Santa's got 10 months of the year where he's not doing sod alls, and you're seeming to give him a free pass because he hibernates. So
brings joy to everyone's hearts, and you're being horrible to him.
Well,
yeah.
I feel like a little Mike got cold for Christmas, and he's now upset about it.
I didn't even get a lump of coal for this Christmas. Yeah, it's on his naughty list, I think. Let's talk about the running bingo because it's been going rather swimmingly. I don't have the graphic, unfortunately. I'm just going to have to read off it. I was prepared with all these pictures, but not that prepared. So as of now, I've had a few messages to say, I think your graphic's wrong. Blame Jake. Just kidding. The up-to-date figures that we have, this is as of now. 3rd of March. Sorry, I just received a message and it popped up on my laptop and I was reading it and I forgot we were recording.
Come on, you got your thinking cap on. Come on.
I have my thinking cap is well and truly on. As of right now, the 3rd of March, 20 to 9. So nobody can say when this comes out, hang on a minute, I've done this. This is a leaderboard as it stands. At the very top, we have got Ames Tremaine, who is absolutely smashing it out of the park. And technically could finish this because there's 25 on there, isn't there, Jake?
Yeah.
She's done 19 and it's only Tuesday. So could she do? Is that going to work?
You could have, honestly, 2 weeks off and I don't think anyone's going to catch her.
Yeah. Then in joint second, we've got Ben Stevens and Pip Goodman, who are both on 10. I'll let you into a little secret. I don't know if he was kind of expect me to say this, but Ben's already said he's given up trying to catch Amy. So yeah, Pip might do. Pip might, carry on and try and get something. And good luck to her. Fourth place, we got Blue, who's racked up a very quiet and very impressive 6, because he's sort of on the way back after a bit of an injury. So it's good to see him back out on the road. And hopefully, Blue, if you're listening, you can join us at a parkrun very soon, mate. Then in 5th, we've got Tom Hodgson on 4. And then on 6, in 6th, sorry, we've got Cam Smart, who is on 2. Now, I just want to reiterate as well, if anyone's listening to this and thinking, why haven't they read my name out? I just want to reiterate the rules. So this is the leaderboard for the competition. And in order to be entered into the leaderboard for the competition, every run that you do towards a bingo card, you can only do 2 per run. Otherwise, it's unfair. I think Mark Graham did like 5 in one run once. And that's fine if you want to tick them off to your own, free will, absolutely fine. But in order to be in with a chance of winning this CTF jumper at the end of this month, then no more than 2 per run. There needs to be photo evidence in the Strava activity, and you need to tag Chasing the Finish Run Club in the activity, and then also put in there which 2 you've ticked off. Because Cam said to me earlier, I've done 8, and I was like, but you've only tagged 2 of them. So, yeah, that is why. If you're expecting your name to be on there, that's why. It closes on Friday, the 20th of March. And we will, we'll announce the winner. I think we know who's going to win. But hopefully, me saying that spurs on a last-minute sort of rush from somebody else, maybe a bit of a clawback or a fight back. But we'll announce the winner and everything on the live stream on Saturday, the 21st of March, when we're going to be at Radisson Blue. Ben?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, obviously, as you said, it's 2 per run. So you can do more than 2 in a day. Yeah?
Yeah. Well,
this is what
I was going to do, wasn't it? And I didn't want to, between the 3 of us, because obviously we are doing it ourselves, but obviously we're not putting ourselves on the leaderboard. And I was going to be cheeky and do a run where I'd done the 2.03, stop it, and then do another run, which would be running back home. So there's 4.
Yeah, that's what I just wanted to clarify, because obviously people thinking like, Ames is like that far ahead. I haven't got enough days to try and beat her or whatever. You can do. You could just got to do, log 2 different runs or whatever, and make sure you get them in. So it is possible, but yeah, good luck.
Thank you for explaining that, because I wouldn't have explained that at all. So yeah, thank you very much. But we will announce a winner. So there is still chance. If you, like you've said, you've listened to that and thought, well, what's the point? It sounds like you've got a winner. Absolutely not. It's still up for grabs. We'll announce the winner and the details on the live stream on Saturday, the 21st of March. And this is what you're playing for. If you're watching on Spotify or YouTube, you'll be able to see it. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, it's basically a college sort of, you see these college jumpers from America. It's like that, but Chasing the Finish style, and a very nice green. And let you into a little secret. We've just ordered them for ourselves, so we get to see it. When do we get to see them, Ben?
Bloody hell.
Did they say?
No, I think it should be here by the 9th, I think.
I was going to say, paid enough for the bloody privilege. So I thought the decent thing they could do is at least tell you when they're going to arrive.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you everyone that has taken part in the running bingo. Honestly, I think we were talking to Chris Cutts in the starting pen on Sunday, and he said, like, how's it going? And you actually says, well, we made it more for ourselves, but other people have sort of taken it on more than we have. So it's great to see. And like Ames said the other day, it's helped her so much to get out. And she ran over 40K in a week last week, and she says she's not used to doing that. So yeah, it really is good, and we're so glad you're enjoying it. Can't wait for season 2 as well, because Jake's put together some good ones, so I can't wait for you guys to see that. And do you know what? We might actually announce that in the live stream for the treadmill run, just to give you something to look forward to. I'm sure sure Jake can get something together by then, and we can announce something. Does that sound fair enough, Jake?
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, definitely.
Excellent stuff. Before we wrap up, let's do what we did last week and hand over to Jake, because I believe you have put together another quiz. So hopefully I'm not going to embarrass myself like you usually do in these.
I feel like we're just going to keep going until you can win one, Mike. That's going to be the challenge.
Infinite amount of time.
As I said, you got your thinking cap on. Come on.
I have. So maybe this is a good luck charm. Maybe.
He is open.
The floor is yours, Jake.
So going on from last week, obviously Ben won 5-3. So I thought I'd do it more UK based, and then I've added 3 questions, which is not UK based, and then obviously I've got a decider, but I might keep the decider. So if it ends up being like 6-3 Ben, the last question's worth 4. Gives Mark a chance. He's ready? Phones at the ready?
Phones at the ready. Okie doke.
Yeah. Same as before, multiple choice. So obviously the first, you ready?
Yep.
Yeah, so the first one, what is the world's largest half a marathon in the UK?
To God, man.
What?
You stop calling it half a marathon.
How about you just see what I was on about? This is where he's just nasty. He takes the mechanics, how I speak.
The world's largest, or the UK's largest?
I put world, but it is the UK.
How about you just do it?
Yeah, you know what? I should have.
Wait, okay. So the UK's largest regarding what? In what sense? Like,
I don't know. It's the question I found. Let me just.
Well, it's not going to be distance, is it, Ben? Because it's half marathon. I think he means the question. I think what it means is like people that enter and like the event.
Yes. I'm assuming that's
okay. All right then.
I mean, this should be easy, but
it is a multiple choice, obviously.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, so obviously, A, the Great North Run, B, Royal Parks Half, C, Bath, and Cardiff.
No.
D.
No, man. No. Why did you have to say multiple choice?
Hang on a minute, though, because I think you had the same as me, mate.
Do you?
Go on.
Go on.
There you go.
I had the Great North. You changed it.
Yeah, because it's multiple choice, and my answer wasn't in there.
I would have been 1-0 up as well. What did you have?
And I was thinking of a marathon. I put London.
See, you should be docked point for that. No way. Oh, that's so scummy, Mike.
I'm just playing by the rules, mate.
Then leave him alone.
Yeah. Do you not? I don't think you understand what's just happened.
I think you're being a bully. Leave him alone.
Right.
This agenda, man.
Number 2. Which UK marathon is widely known as one of the flattest and fastest? A, Snowdonia. B, Manchester. C, the Loch Ness. Or D, Cornwall.
Ooh. Oh, do you know what? This is probably going to be wrong, but I'm okay. All right. Yeah, go on.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Go on.
You ready?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
B, Manchester.
See, Loch Ness is all downhill. I don't understand that.
There you go for anyone that's taking part in the Manchester. I know Simon is, Cam is. I'm sure a few others that are listening. Your quid's in there.
Number 3. Which marathon is known for for a downhill first half that can trick runners into going out too fast?
Oh, I think I know the answer to this.
A, Edinburgh. B, Manchester. Well, I shouldn't have put that one in because I've just ruined it for myself. C, London. Or D, Leeds.
I feel like you're playing with me here. He's fully playing with us here.
I'm going so left field here.
So am I then, because I feel like he's playing with me.
I swear, I'm an honest
We
man.
ready?
He
Yeah, go on.
likes.
It is A, Edinburgh.
Oh,
I thought you were going to say Ironbridge. I was listening to Running Tales earlier with Dan Braddock was the guest this week. Other adventures await me, and he was saying how you sort of get to the actual Iron Bridge, and you think, oh, this is all good, and you're waiting for the sting in the tail, and then it's just uphill after that. So yeah, I thought that was going to be the answer.
Which UK marathon takes runners along the banks of Loch Ness? Is it A, Loch Ness, B, Inverness Half, C, Highland Fling Race, or D, Isle of Skye Half?
what? We're obviously having the same problem here, aren't we? Right.
I've not even. You'll see what I've put, but
Wait, say it again.
I know what's going to happen here.
You want the whole question, yeah?
No, just the races, because it's gonna be so stupid.
So
Go on.
A, Loch Ness Marathon, B, Inverness, C, Highland Fling Race, or D, Isle of Skye?
Okay. I'm gonna look so stupid here, obviously.
Go on, then.
Right, go on then, Mark.
It's A, Loch Ness.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I thought there's no way.
I'm gonna throw this in there because it'll just be funny. Watching them.
I think the scores on the doors. It's still only 1-0 to Ben, by the way.
It is 1-1.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Number 5 then. Which race is known for finishing inside the Olympic Stadium in London?
Oh, yes, I know this.
A, the London Marathon, B, Hackney Half, C, the Big Half, or D, the Vitality London 10,000?
I don't know this, so this could be a 1-1, Mike.
It is already 1-1, is it not?
No, it's 1-0.
1-0. 1-0.
Didn't you get the first one, both of you, the Great North?
Oh, yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah, we did. Have you got it, Mike? Because you're taking a long time there.
No, I've put my phone down. I think I got it. I was unsure. I could have done really with hearing the options again, but I'm going to stick with what I've put. We ready?
Yep. 2-1, Bennett.
Did you? I know this one.
No, well, run through. Do a lot of runs at the outside the Olympic Stadium. So
yeah, one of the questions I found was the answer. That was the answer, and it said that, and I was like, I'm not putting it in there because it'll be obvious after I've put. So it was even one of them went that one.
They had a run last year where you could enter a ballot and you win the entry for free. Like it was a free race, but you had to enter a ballot. And I mean, Ben will laugh at this because his relationship with Run Through is it is what it is. But I got a place and I wasn't able to make it, and that was all outside and around the Olympic Stadium. So I was gutted I couldn't make that because that would have been a good one.
Do you know, Jake? Do you know what makes me laugh about all this? Right, he has all this knowledge, and he can't win a game.
You are that thinking cap on properly, though.
No.
Right then, I'm expecting good things onwards here now, Mike. I'm confident for you. I'm manifesting the win for you.
No one else is.
I'm not.
Right, number 6.
Yeah.
Which Midland city hosts one of the UK's flattest and fastest marathons? A, Cardiff, B, Nottingham, C, Leicester, or D, Derby?
I didn't know any of them have a marathon, to be honest.
I think the Derby one is hosted by the Derby County Football Club Foundation.
I only know about is it the Ramathon?
Ramathon, yeah.
I'm going to go that then.
Maybe he's
Go on then. Yeah, I've already said, but yeah.
Oh, I thought you added them, Mike. It's Nottingham.
Oh,
He's gonna argue with it. Go on.
no, I'm not arguing with it. I know Nottingham like the back of my hand, and I'm very surprised that that's the answer. But fair enough. Fair enough.
How many's left now?
I think I've ballsed up here actually.
I'm so glad we can edit most of this out.
I might leave it in.
No, there's 4. I don't even know anymore, man.
So it's 3-1 to Ben currently, and there's 4 questions left. So
Is it 3-1?
I
I got
need to get
2-1
all
then.
4 right.
Are you sure it's 3-1? I got 2-1, Ben. I have.
Ben just got that one right.
No, I didn't.
No, it's Nottingham. He put Derby.
Oh, 2-1 then.
Right, number 7. What a palaver this is. Which Birmingham park run is the largest and most competitive? A. Cannon Hill, B. Perry Hall, C. Sutton, or D. Kingsbury? I feel like I'm going to get another Loch Ness answer here.
All right, go on then.
Go on then, boys. Boys. Maybe not. Yep, Cannon Hill.
Yeah, man.
Come on. Perry Hall.
3-2. I know Perry, the one that had to cancel the other week because of lack of volunteer. That's not me taking a mick out of him, by the way. I just want to put that on record because I do want to go back there.
I think the next 3 questions
Yeah.
and our absolute hit and hopes now for you 3.
I need to get them right to win because it's 3-2 now.
And I have to get them wrong.
I think you're going to struggle here because these are
Well,
non-UK now.
Let's see.
We're going back across the pond.
Quizmaster's got no faith in me whatsoever.
Mike needs. Go on.
No, meant to be impartial.
No, I've got no faith in either of you.
Well, Mike needs him even closer to home.
Right then. Which theme park
Oh, God.
does the marathon course not run through?
What?
He's got to name theme parks now.
Yeah.
And which one of them doesn't
One
the
of them,
marathon go
but
through?
there's a marathon does not run through. Okay.
Okay.
A. Magic Kingdom. 2. Epcot. 2. A. Right there. A. Magic Kingdom. B. Epcot. C. Disney's Animal Kingdom. Or D. Universal Studios.
Oh, this is.
What was the first one?
Magic Kingdom.
First one was Magic. Second one was Epcot.
Third
one was
Animal.
Animal Kingdom.
And then the D was Universal Studios.
See, I'm just thinking, and shout out to these guys, I'm just thinking of Stride Sisters podcast. They have done Disney runs at every one possible, and they all sound like ones that they've done them at. I'm going to go with this, just trying to apply a bit of common sense, but I know it won't bloody work like that. So,
go on then. Mike, it's Ben's right again.
oh, come on. What? You're telling me Universal?
I could have been, to be fair, I don't think it would have helped anyway, but the first 3 are all Disney ones, which you run through, like run locations. Universal's not Disney. So I could have said which Disney, but then
See, that
I
one,
don't think
yeah.
it would have made a difference anyway.
was my-
I didn't think of that. No, fair play. Well, shout out to the Stride Sisters podcast on that one. I thought my knowledge of that was going to come through clean, but obviously not.
Yeah, because there's like 6 Disney parks, like theme parks anyway, and there's 2, and there's 4 now. We've got obviously 4 parks. Anyway, number 9, the Dopey Challenge, which is one of the 7 dwarfs. If you didn't know,
This challenge
involves running which distances in one weekend? A, 5K and 10K. B, 10K and half marathon. Happy. C, 5K, 10K, half marathon and marathon. Or D, marathon only.
I've just put the letter, by the way.
That's not. Well, I can guarantee what you put then. Go on then.
No, I haven't put.
Right, Ben's one again. Mike, I can only help you so much. But I'm not helping you. Right. Last question.
Playing for
He's
Pride
already
now.
going.
We're going for Pride. How many Disney parks do runners pass through during the full marathon? A1, 2B. No, B2, sorry. C3 or D5?
PO.
Come on, then. He's done it. He's got one. Both you have, but yeah. It is.
You're right, Mike.
Right. This one, I've done it off my own back. So if you think it's wrong, I don't care. This question is now worth 4 points.
Isn't this exactly what you predicted at the start?
Yeah, this is what I wanted so much. So I thought the best, and worst thing is I feel like you've probably looked at this because I think you have. So it's probably just sat in my back of my mind. So this one is closest answer wins in miles.
Okay.
So Watford and Preston, right, from Vicarage Road to Deepdale, approximately how far would a runner cover if they ran the most direct route between both stadiums? And this is like, so I've now gone on to on the go map.
Christ.
I've gone on the go map. I've got it up.
Flipping tough, man.
And then gone, obviously, on the routes where you can only run, obviously, no motorways, no nothing. So it's all just like footpaths, parks, etc. And I've gone from one side outside the Watford ground to outside Deepdale.
That must have took ages, by the way.
Nah, to be fair, it was easier to find Deepdale on the map than it was to find Watford. I was freaking zooming in and out, and then I didn't realise on the go you had a search bar.
Because Watford's a thriving metropolis compared to Preston.
So closest gets the points.
Christ.
He's probably gonna get closer. I'll be honest. Yeah, he's better with stuff like this than
I'm really not.
You are. That
No.
quiz we did with Ben Stevens, you smashed that.
I think I lost that one, didn't I?
No, you won. You won. Yeah, because I it was your local area, weren't it? And I was like completely wrong.
But what we'll do, if you write it in your notes, so no one can go, right, Ben, you give me yours, and Mike goes 1 mile up, because I'm not having that.
I'll just hold my phone like this.
Sure.
With all my fingers out.
Duffy, this is your moment, man. If you get this right, the table's getting flipped.
That hat's coming off.
Try using your fingers to count, mate.
Mike, just guess, man. This pod's going to be like 3 hours long.
Nah, all right, man. I'm way out here. I'm way out, man.
All right, go on in. I'm going to have to work it out if it's close. Go on. Have you got 2,200 miles?
Are you all right?
No, not on motorway, though.
Oh, no.
No, mate, I reckon that's closer than 260. It's 100 miles, near enough, from Lincoln to Birmingham. And that's direct. That's on A roads and motorways.
I'm going to have to... Let me send this this photo into the WhatsApp chat so you can throw it on screen.
Yeah, absolutely.
I honestly can't believe you've hit it nail on the head.
If it's 260...
I honestly can't believe. I'm on about you.
I'm doing a 360 and getting out of it.
You've hit it bang on the nose. I'm
waiting for this picture.
I can't believe he's done you, Ben. Right at there.
I haven't. Right, here we go.
If he has, then it's the biggest Google situation in the world.
I've not. Right, here we go.
I honestly can't fathom what's happened.
So, here we go.
What did we say then? Who said
you
what?
Said
260, mate.
I said 260. Mike said
2,200. Yeah, okay. 198 miles for those that are watching.
Oh, this is it. This is it.
I personally think that's wrong.
Right.
Maybe I was a bit hasty saying it was in the thousands, but 198 seems quite like I'm thinking about that distance, and I'm thinking I could have a stab at that. I expected it to be a lot more than 198 miles.
Right, I've just jumped on the old chat GBT. How many miles would it take you to run from Watford FC to Preston Football Club? Approximately in a straight line, it would take us 165 to 175. Following roads on a realistic running route, 190 to 205. This was it. This was my. I'm gonna little through ball over the top. He chests it, volley it, top bins. Instead, you've gone to volley and broke your back.
Yeah. That hat's wasted on you, Mike.
I honestly can't believe what I've just witnessed.
So, what's the score then?
Ben was on. Ben's now on 10.
Yeah.
After gaining them 4 points.
I'm on 2.
You're on 3, Mike.
I'm 3. Sorry, give myself credit.
I honestly can't believe what I've just witnessed.
Oh man!
Ben was it maybe a bit of reverse psychology, bigging me up there, though, saying I'm better at these types of questions. So never mind.
I'm honestly going to do another quiz, and it's all about Watford. So then, if you lose that, I'm done with the podcast.
Yeah, you and me both.
I can't believe what I've just witnessed. 2000.
Well, I say thank you for putting that together. I do mean that. I wish I could repay the faith by being a little bit better at answering the questions. But yeah, there we go. Another week, another quiz, and another loss for me. Brilliant. Last couple of things to end on. We'll get the songs in a second, but this weekend that we approach, Saturday the 7th of March, I was meant to be in Watford. It's a good thing I wasn't driving. Otherwise, I'd have been driving for hours by the sounds of it, over 2,000 miles. Instead, we are doing parkrun, myself and Ben, hopefully to be joined by Ben Stevens. He's not sure yet. And we are going to try and do Evesham parkrun. And I say try because last weekend they had to cancel because the River Avon had risen and flooded some of the course. So hopefully the weather is kind this week. And to be fair, yesterday and today, I don't think it rained yesterday or today. It certainly didn't up by me. And the weather's been, sunny intervals. So, fingers crossed we get to do this one. It's a flat course and it's along the riverbank of the River Avon. So that'll be another park run that we can do, which runs alongside the River Avon. Obviously, the Stratford-upon-Avon being the other one. So hopefully this is just as filled with views as the Stratford one is. We will, of course, be taking both cameras, so either we run separately or run together and do something. But yeah, I think we'll add some songs in, and I think we'll call it a night, chaps. So let's come to you. Have you got a song ready, Jake?
Yes, mate.
Okay, what are we putting in?
Not telling you. After that performance.
Well, sorry.
No, I'm going to go Always Where I Need to Be by the Coops.
Always Where I Need to Be by the Kooks. That's weird. It's got a green tick next to it. It's already in there.
Oh, is it? Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's why it's got a green tick.
Sorry.
Did you put that one in, Ben?
I bet you it probably was me, There's that many songs in there? Oh, I don't know.
Well,
carry on.
It's already in there. Well, whilst you're finding that, Ben?
Okay, I'm going to go with 2,000 Miles by Pretenders.
That's unbelievable. The penny didn't even drop there. Didn't even clock.
For God's sake, man.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you are, Duff.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Please don't hit me with another.
Proclaimers.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go, just because I've been an absolute menace about raising money, I'm going to go Money, Money, Money by ABBA.
Ooh.
I love that.
Money by ABBA. Money. 78. Brilliant. I am going to go with. I've already put this one in. Let me just double check. I might have already put this one in. We don't want that to happen again. No, I'm going to go with Foles, the runner. FIFA song, for anyone that knows. So, yeah, that's going to be song 79. And whilst we're here, I might as well mention it. We're only, the 3rd? So we are only a few weeks away now from the treadmill run, which is taking place on Saturday, the 21st of March at the Radisson Blu Hotel. It will be streamed on YouTube. We're hoping to get into the hotel probably around, considering we start at 2, maybe around 11, 12. So if we can sort of set up, we'll try and jump on as soon as we can, get you a bit of the build up, talk about how we're feeling, and then obviously dive straight into whoever goes on first and kicks things off. We'll try and do some giveaways. We'll try and do some fun stuff during the run as well. So you're not just tuning in to a stream of us just running on a treadmill. We'll try and go live on Instagram as well. We'll take equipment to do that, and yeah, we'll really try and have fun with it. And we are raising money to hopefully play at Vicarage Road on the 9th of May. And then that money then gets separated 4 ways to 4 local mental health charities. We actually this evening have hit, what have we hit? Was it £821 that we have hit, which is absolutely amazing, considering at the end of March, we need to have hit £900. So the fact that we're £79 off and we've only just crept into March is phenomenal. So if you're one of those that's donated already, thank you so much. And if you're waiting to donate for the treadmill run, again, thank you so much. And we hopefully look forward to you watching along as well whilst we're running on the treadmill. So yeah, I think we'll call it there. So thank you very, very much for joining us again. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please do hit the like button on YouTube, hit the subscribe button as well. We're on 121 subscribers. Let's get to 150, please, by the end of April. Why not? And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, leave a review for us and sort of feedback on those platforms as well, where you're able to, as it helps a lot more than you think. So yeah, until next time, keep on trucking and keep on chasing that finish. See you later, guys.